Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking out time and joining us today. Welcome to the third session of short-term course on Python. So let us revise first. What are the two types of typecasting? Please write in the chat box. Okay, great. Correct answers. So if I want to convert 3.0 to integer type, how can I convert it? Okay, correct answers. So what are the types of operators we studied yesterday? Okay, arithmetic, relational, member operator, arithmetic, relational, membership, identity. Okay, so if I say A is equals to 10, B is equals to 10, A is B, answer will be true or false? Okay, great. If I say Jap in Japan, answer will be true or false? Okay, great. So yesterday's doubts are clear to all of you now. We can start with the session. Okay, next slide. So today we will cover these topics: conditional statements, loops, loop control statements, while versus for. Next slide. Yeah. So conditional statements are used when we have to make a decision and the answer after using these statements are Boolean type. Write in chat box what I meant by Boolean type. Okay, true or false, true or false. Correct. So see this diagram carefully now. Our program is starting from the blue dot. Then diamond is for decision making. Here we will check our condition, and if the condition is true, then we will continue our work. Otherwise, we will exit. Need of conditional statements is, see, if we want to check whether a person is eligible to vote or not, we can simply write a code and can check this. And not just one person's, we can check this for everyone. This makes humans work easier. Next slide. So we have many types of conditional statements. One of them is if statement. You can see the syntax in the box. If, parenthesis, condition, colon, statement. So if is the keyword, and in parenthesis, we will write our condition. And if it is true, then only we will execute the statements below it. Let us see the practical now.
Srishti, just confirm if my Google Colab screen is visible to you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, Dipanshi, I'm just going to start with the practical part of what has been told in the theoretical part. I'm sure it was just about the conditional statement theoretical definition. Okay, so first we are going to check the if condition. Okay, so guys, if condition, if we take in real life, अगर बारिश होती तो हम बाहर क्या लेके जाते हैं? हम ऐसे ही चले जाते हैं या फिर अम्ब्रेला लेके जाते हैं? ओके, सो सिमिलरली जैसे हमारे पास तब कंडीशन होती है इफ देयर इज अ रेन, then we have to take an umbrella or a raincoat. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, it depends. So Dipanshi, that is basically the condition that we are talking about. If the condition is true, then we are going to perform an operation. Like if it is raining, then we are going to take the umbrella. As not, fine. Is this point clear to you all? Okay, so similarly in programming languages, we have if condition. So first of all, we are going to check how we can write if condition in the Python. Okay, so in Python, the syntax is first we have to write if. In the parenthesis, we have to write the condition. After that, we have to put a colon. The main important thing is that there should be an indentation. Okay, you can see this space. You have to use this space. If there is not a space, then you will get an error. Okay, so let's do one program. Okay, let's check if a is greater than 10. It should print greater than 10, and I am defining a as a value above. Let's suppose it is 20. Okay, just see, I have written if. After that, I've stated my condition that if a is greater than 10, only then this condition will be continued. Okay, so let me run. Also, it is not necessary we have to put the parenthesis. It's up to you. If you want, you can. Both are true. Both will run. Okay, so see, it is coming greater than 10. If I used the value as 5 is greater than 10. Quickly write in the chat box, is 5 greater than 10? You can write 10 in the chat box. Okay, so now you will see nothing will print. See, there is no output because मैंने if condition के बाद कोई statement उसको run करने के लिए बोला ही नहीं. So it will not run. This is basically the simple if statement. Guys, do write in the notebook, or if you are using Google Colab, just try to run this. Okay, also try to run without parenthesis. The answer will be same. If I take 30 also, it will run. Okay, similarly, if I have to check if a is greater than 30, then I will do in the print statement, you can write anything that you want to. Like suppose I have written greater than 30. Okay, see, 30 is not greater than 30, but it is equal to, so it will not run. If I have used a is equals to 30, then it will run. See, in the print statement, you can use any statement that you want. Okay, depends on you. Just try to run this once and write in the chat box if you have compiled this program and completed this part. Write Y in the chat box once you are done with this. Okay, Shreya. Okay, Amin. Okay, Tarashi. Okay, Mehak, what's the error? Have you given the indentation? Also use the colon after the condition you have. Shrishti, can you please explain this part again?
Sure.
Okay.
Sakshi, just a second. Yeah. Sakshi, see the screen. Here it is written. We have initialized a with 30. Okay. Then we have written if a is equal to 30. This condition will only run if this is true. So we can see yes, a is equals to 30. Then it will print greater than 30.
Sakshi, write in the chat box if you understood this part. Okay, so coming back to the presentation part. Srishti, over to you. Mitali, what's the error? Mehak, also please tell your error. What the error is coming. Yes, Priyanjal, we are going to continue. Mithali, just check if you have used the if condition. Okay, Mehak, see, you have not added the colon after the condition, I told you. Also, before the print statement, you have to add indentation. Okay, Prachi, just a second.
हेलो
Yes, Prachi.
दी एक्चुअली उनका शायद इसलिए एरर आ रहा होगा क्योंकि वो इफ वाली स्टेटमेंट के बाद जहाँ पे प्रिंट है ना वहां पे एक ब्लॉक छोड़ना है.
Yes, that is basically the indentation I am saying. Guys, indentation is nothing, it's just a space.
Yes.
Okay, Harshita, you can unmute. Harshita, you want to ask something? You can unmute yourself now.
दी मुझे ये पूछना था कि जैसे अगर हमने ये ए डबल डैश 30 किया है तो इसमें फिर मैंने नीचे कमांड दी, मतलब मैंने ट्राई किया कि ए इज ग्रेटर देन 10, तो मैंने नीचे लिखा कि प्रिंट ग्रेटर देन 10, तो इसमें कोई रिजल्ट नहीं आ रहा, बट ये तो ट्रू है ना.
You have initialized a with 30 and after that here you have written a is greater than 10, right?
Right.
And after that you have printed this print line statement, right?
No, I said I printed print greater than 10.
Okay. Okay. So if I do this, see, output will come.
मैंने ए में डबल वो डाला था, डबल इज इक्वल्स टू.
Okay, so Harshita, yesterday we told you ना equals to किसके लिए होता है? अगर मैं आपके नेम को चेक करूँ, हर्षिता डुडेजा इक्वल्स टू हर्षिता बंसल, will it be equal? दोनों सेम होंगे या डिफरेंट होंगे, बताओ.
डिफरेंट.
So here it is, अगर मैं a equals to 10 करूंगी, it means a की वैल्यू 10 ही होनी चाहिए, then only it will run. See, now it will come now.
Okay.
Yesterday I told you about the operators, right? Please revise them once or check that video.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
No problem. Mehak, do you want to unmute yourself? Okay, you can now.
या दी मैंने वो सेम जो आपने एनोटेशन जो कोड डाला है मैंने भी वही डाला है. आई डोंट नो वो आ क्यों नहीं रहा है.
Okay, so आपने कहीं पे स्पेस एक्स्ट्रा तो नहीं दिया, like after this यहाँ पे just you have to give the space.
प्रिंट से पहले और इफ के बाद.
That's not necessary, I guess. Let me try it once.
Just give me a minute, let me try.
It will run. Yes, Avisha, it will blank because I have not given any other thing. जब तक वो condition अगर उतनी satisfy हो रही, then only it will print, otherwise it will not. Okay. Okay, Mehak. Srishti, you can continue with the if else. Okay, Mitali, then you have not given the indentation. Vanshika, actually in the system, if I am doing, so it's a tab space basically. So just try to give 1 or 2 space and then try. Okay. Mithali, the indentation is same. The problem that you are getting, it's that only. You have to give space from starting. Just try once or 1 or 2 space. No, Prachi, you are not going to get an assignment today. The assignment will be given to you on 5th. Yes, Anshika, it is correct. Because 70 is greater than 30, right? Yes, indentation is must in Python. In other programming languages, in like C and C++, it is not. But in Python, you have to give this a space, otherwise it will not run. I'm copy pasting my code in the chat box. Those who are getting error, you can copy paste from here. Sneha, I'm unmuting you. You can. Okay, I guess your issue is resolved now. Okay, Shrishti, can you continue?
Yes.
Just a second, Sneha wants.
Okay, fine.
Sneha, try to unmute.
दीदी मेरा नहीं हो रहा है, मैंने कई बार कोशिश कर ली, नहीं हो रहा है, जैसा सेम टू सेम के फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है.
Okay, just send your code in the WhatsApp group and just tell me कौन से group में हो आप.
ओके, ग्रुप 2 में हूँ शायद मैं.
Okay, Shrishti, just check.
Yes, I am checking. Please share there.
Okay. Yes, Dipanshi, basically if is used to check if a condition is true, then it will run, otherwise it will not. Okay. Mithali, can you please share your code in the chat box? What you have written? Dolly, I'm unmuting you.
हेलो
Yes,
दी.
Dolly. Hi, Dolly.
दी मैंने प्रोग्राम किया है सब कुछ लिखकर. जब मैं रन करा रही हूँ तो प्रोग्राम फिनिश शो हो रहा है, बट जैसे ग्रेटर देन 10 आना चाहिए तो नहीं आ रहा.
Can you please tell आपने a की वैल्यू क्या दी है?
30.
Okay. And condition में क्या लिखा है?
बट उसके बाद अगर मैं सेकंड में, वो तो ट्रू है, ट्रू के लिए तो आई गेस नहीं आता, राइट? या आता है?
नहीं, कंडीशन आपने क्या लिखे? a is greater than 10 या equals to 10?
Equals to 10.
So Dolly, yesterday I told you ना that अगर equals to हुआ, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? अभी I told कि equals to मतलब जब तक सेम नहीं होगा. Let's suppose अगर आपका नेम डॉली शर्मा है एंड कोई और डॉली बंसल या कुछ और है, so is the name equals, मतलब शर्मा एंड बंसल is equal या different है?
Different है.
So that's what the point is ना. जब तक a की वैल्यू 10 नहीं होगी तब तक वो आगे रन नहीं करेगा. It will give blank.
Okay.
Okay, so use here a is greater than 10. Yesterday I told you about the operators now.
Yes. Okay, Didi.
Okay, just revise them once. Guys, those who haven't checked the operators, please revise them once. Otherwise, you will get in problem in the conditions. Yes, double equals to is for comparison and single equals to is for initializing only. Okay, Mithali, just check. You have written capital P instead of small p. And also after if I should be small and after the condition, you have to put in colon. I'm again pasting my code in the chat box. Just try to paste in your ID. Okay, Shrishti, I'm back to the PPT. You can continue.
Okay. Now comes if-else statement. What do you understand by else? Write in the chat box. Just think, what do you think else is for? Otherwise. Yeah, correct. It's for otherwise only. So see the syntax in the box. If parenthesis condition colon statement, then else colon statement. So If is the keyword, and in parenthesis, we will write our condition, just like the previous one. And if it is true, then only we will execute the statements below it. And if it is false, then we will execute the statements of else block. So what we are going to do is, if our first condition is false, then we will go to else block, and then we will execute the statements of else block. We can start the practical now.
Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, guys, check the question that I have written here. What is the question? It says check if A is 10. Okay. Then we have to check if it is a positive number or a negative number. Okay. Okay, so we have to write code for that. Guys, please carefully check here. Okay, so I am initializing A equals to 10. After that, I am using if. Guys, quickly write in the chat box what should be the condition for checking if it is positive or negative. हम कैसे check करते कोई चीज positive number है या negative number है? Okay, Vanshika, right? Okay. Okay, Tanisha. Okay, Asheen. Okay, Lavanya. Okay, Vanisha, we don't check greater than 10, greater than 0. Okay. Okay, Harshita. Okay, Preeti. Okay, Bhumi. No problem, Vanisha. Okay, Aarti. Okay, you guys are right. So here also, I have to check if A is greater than 0, then I should print that my A is a positive number. Now comes to the else part. Else, what should I print? That my F is a negative number. Okay. So now I am trying to run this and see what's the result. So you can see that 10 is a positive number. क्या हुआ, मैंने A को इनिशियलाइज किया, चेक किया, अगर A मेरा ग्रेटर देन 0 है तो ये वाली लाइन कर दे, अगर नहीं तो फिर ये वाली कर दे लाइन, वो एग्जीक्यूट. ऑल्सो नोट, जब मैंने इफ कंडीशन लगाई उसके बाद कोलन जरूर लगाना है, डोंट फॉरगेट दिस. एंड जब भी आप प्रिंट लिखो तो उसके पहले इंडेंटेशन, बट एल्स मेरा वापस वहीं से शुरू होगा जहां पे मैंने एल्स लिखा था, इफ लिखा था. ओके, प्रिंट वाली लाइन से स्टार्ट नहीं होगा, प्रिंट के नीचे नहीं, प्रिंट के पहले से है. Just try to run this code and write Y in the chat box or done in the chat box. I mean, you are fast. Okay, most of you have completed. Okay, I'm just trying for -20. So my result is -20 is a negative number. Mithali, have you checked the yesterday's video? I told you F is a F string. Okay, if anyone have any queries, you can raise your hand. If not, then we'll continue. Okay. So guys, here is a task for you. You have to do this part. Okay. You have to create one variable.
Gulin wants to ask something.
Okay. Gulin, you can unmute yourself.
Please repeat this.
1.
Okay, Guldeen, can you please repeat after me?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so what I'm doing in this line?
is equal to -20, तो check करेंगे true है या false है.
Yes, basically I'm initializing a value of -25. After this, what I'm doing here?
हम condition लगा रहे हैं कि ये
कंडीशन क्या लगाई है?
नेगेटिव है नंबर.
हमने कंडीशन क्या लगाई है? अगर मेरा a ग्रेटर देन 0 है, अगर कोई नंबर ग्रेटर देन 0 हो तो वो क्या होता है?
पॉजिटिव.
फाइन. तो मैंने कंडीशन में क्या लिखा? अगर मेरा a ग्रेटर देन 0 है तो प्रिंट कर दी ये वाली लाइन. एंड प्रिंट में क्या लिखा है?
a is a positive number.
राइट. अदरवाइज अगर वो पॉजिटिव नहीं है तो सेकंड हमारी कंडीशन क्या होती है? अगर पॉजिटिव नहीं है एक चीज तो क्या होगी सेकंड चीज?
फिर वो नेगेटिव हो, मतलब फॉल्स हो कंडीशन.
कंडीशन फॉल्स हो गई तो फिर ये प्रिंट कर देगा दैट a is a negative number. That's all what I have written in this program.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, guys, so the question was this. You have to create one variable. Okay, Mansi, okay, Anjali. Okay, most of you have already completed. You have to basically check the eligibility. Okay, Archana, okay, Nandini. Okay, so I'm writing side by side. Just let me know what you have written. Let's suppose this. What should I write after if? What condition should I write after this if? Okay, Harshita says if age is greater than equal to 18. Okay, most of you are correct in this. Okay, guys, those who have written only greater than, guys, equals to be lagane, okay? Vanshita, no, we have to check the eligibility. हमें वोट करने की एलिजिबिलिटी तभी होती है ना जब वी आर 18 और अबव. सो हम लोग 30 नहीं लिख सकते. सेम गोज फॉर कोमल. Okay, so we have to write age is greater than equal to 18. Then what should I print? What should I write in the print statement? Okay, Vanshita, no issues. Okay, Khushi, nice. Okay, Shifa, you are also correct. Let me write this only. Else, I should print not eligible. Print statement depends on you. Whatever you want to write, you can. Okay. Yes, you are also correct, Rashi, I guess. So you can see if the age is 30, then the person is eligible to vote. If it is 4, then it should be not eligible. So you can see, okay. Okay, so Srishti, you can, no Prachi, it's totally fine. Bhumi, I am not using F. It's up to you. If you want, you can use. Some people have used it, no issues. Shrishti, you can continue.
Okay. So now comes if, elif, else statement. So here, elif is for else if. In Python, we write it as elif. So I can imagine you all can easily think what we are doing now. So you can see the syntax in the box. If, parenthesis, condition, colon, statement. Then elif, parenthesis, condition, colon, statement. Else, colon, statement. So if is the keyword and in parentheses, we will write our condition. And if it is true, then only we will execute the statements below it. And if it is false, then we will go to the elif and we'll check the condition there. If it is true, then we will execute the statement. Otherwise, we will execute the statements of else block. Okay, we can start the practical now.
Okay, Priyanka, can you please tell what is the error, or can you please copy paste your code in the chat box? Yes, Avisha, if you write F, then the output should come like this only. The age will come here, and then what you have written in the print statement, that only comes. Okay. Okay, guys. So for the if, elif, else. Okay, Priyanka. So this is the question for if, elif, and else. What you have to do, you have to use two variables. You can assign any values to them according to your needs, whatever you want. Then you have to print if A is greater than B, then you have to write the greater number is B. Okay. For example, यहाँ पे मेरी value A की 5 थी, B की 8 है. So I'll print the greater number is 8. सिमिलरली मेरा दूसरा एग्जाम्पल ये है, अगर मेरा ए और बी दोनों इक्वल है तो मैं प्रिंट करूंगी द नंबर आर इक्वल. ओके, माय थर्ड एग्जाम्पल इज, अगर मेरा ए बड़ा है एंड बी छोटा है, देन आई विल print the greater number is 5, that is A. So that what you have to do. Okay, you have to use if, elif, and else. I am doing side by side. Just let me know in the chat box whatever you have to, whatever I ask.
Harshita, share the screenshot in WhatsApp group.
Or Harshita, you can type, copy paste your code in this chat box. Okay, guys, so I'm starting with it. Let's first take A equals to 5 and B equals to 8 only. Okay, so now I am using if condition. Guys, quickly tell me in the chat box what should be my first if condition here. हम कैसे चेक करते हैं A मेरा बड़ा है या B बड़ा है? Okay, Oshin told it first, very correct. Okay, Komal. Okay, Anjali. Harshita, please check आपने कोलन नहीं लगाए हैं. Okay, Harshita. Okay, Mansi. Okay, most of you are correct. So I'm gonna write A is greater than B. Then I should print. What should I print? This is my print statement. Okay. So I'm going to use F string again, and I will write the greater number is A, because because of this condition, my A is greater than B, so I should print the greater number is A. Now the elif condition. What should be my elif condition, guys? Okay, very nice, Harshita. Okay, Oshin, very nice. Okay, Komal. Okay, Twinkle. Great. Okay, Shyam. Okay, Vanisha, if you have used the first statement as A equals to B, then it will be correct. Okay. Okay, Anshul, I'll explain it once again. Just check the code first here, what I am teaching right now. Okay. So most of you told it correctly. So my second condition should be if A equals to B, then I should write print the numbers are equal. And at last, I should not define any condition. मुझे पता है अगर मेरा A बड़ा नहीं है B से, अगर मेरा A equals to B नहीं है, तो फिर मैं क्या लिखूंगी? मेरा B मतलब मेरा A B बड़ा है. अब अगर मेरा A ऑलरेडी बड़ा हो चुका है तो अब B ही बड़ा है. कुछ और कंडीशन बचा नहीं है मेरे पास. Okay, so let's check our code. According to this, my answer should be this. The greater number is 8. So let me run this. Okay, so I guess you can see the output. The output is this. Greater number is 8. Similarly, guys, check for the other two examples.
Harshita, we use Alif when we have multiple conditions to check.
Okay, so I hope everyone has completed this program, and I should not check these examples. Shrishti, you can continue with this.
Next slide. Oh, okay. Nested if. If condition is true, then we execute the statements inside the block. Here you can see we have another if statement inside the if block. If that condition is true, then we will execute it as well. So we can see we have multiple if conditions here, and we have one if condition inside the other if condition. So first we will check the upper if condition. If it is true, then we will go to another if condition, and if it is true, then we will execute both of them. Okay. Now we'll see shorthand if statement. In shorthand if, we just have to write it in the single line. If condition colon statement. That's it. If we have just one statement, we can write it in a single line. Now comes shorthand if else statement. In shorthand if else statement, you can see in the example, we have initialized a is equals to 2 and b is equals to 330. And the statement is print a if a is greater than b, else print b. So what will be the output of this? Please write in the chat box. If you are saying B, if you are saying 330, please check carefully what we are printing. We are printing B or 330. Check carefully. It's string B. Now see carefully what we are printing. Okay, so let me tell you, we are printing B because B is used as a string over here. And if we have to use 330, then we will be using small b. So the answer will be capital B. Let's see in the practical now.
Okay, Mitali, can you please share your screen? Just write in the chat box once. Mitali, are you there? Okay. So I guess you can share if you are doing on Android 3 or Google Colab. Okay, just unmute yourself.
I'm using Google Colab.
Okay, so Mitali, what's the issue that you are facing? Okay, just keep unmuted only, okay?
It's showing error. I don't know
Okay.
why. But
आपने जो अभी कोड को पेस्ट करके मुझे सेंड किया था, it should be I should be small.
yeah, I wrote it small only.
Okay. Have you used colon after the Alif statement?
एक्चुअली मैंने इफ तक ही लिखा और फिर उसके बाद उसने एरर दिखा दिया, मतलब वो रेड कलर की कर्ली लाइन. सो फिर जब मैं दूसरी लाइन पे जा रही थी वो एंटर करके, तो वहां पे भी आ रहा था पूरा. आई थिंक सिस्टम में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है.
नहीं, आपको पूरा लिखना पड़ेगा. मतलब अगर आपने इफ लिखा है ना, यू हैव टू कंप्लीट इट टिल एल्स, वरना वो एरर ही देगा.
पर मैंने रन नहीं करा ना.
ट्राई टू रन इट वंस, चेक करो, नहीं होगा एरर. और अगर होगा देन वील सॉल्व इट. एक बार अपना ग्रुप नंबर बता दो, वील चेक देयर. उसी ग्रुप पे फोटो सेंड कर देना. ओके, so Nisha, just check out there, okay, in the group 2 Mitali's output. Okay, So guys, let's come to the nested if. Okay. So you have to write a program whether a number is divisible by 2 and 3. Okay. So guys, just quickly do this question in 2 minutes and write your code in the chat box. Quickly do this question. You can initialize a number, let's suppose A. Now you have to check by using nested if. Note you have to use if, and after that again you have to use if, and then you have to print. Okay. So the structure should be like this, and the conditions you will tell. You can write in the chat box. Vanshika, you have to write the whole code. Archana, you have to check if you have written the same question, same solution or not. Just check. Condition यही लगाइए. अगर A is greater than B, B is greater than A तो नहीं लिखा. Okay, it's 7:11. So for this question, I'm giving you time till 7:13. Okay, 2 minutes are enough. No, Vanshika, you have to check if a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both. And you have to use nested if. The structure is given here. Okay. You have to use if, and then print. Okay, Satya, just a second. At 7:13, you can share your code in the chat box. Okay. Okay, I mean shared. Okay, no problem, Satya. Okay, I mean there is a small mistake. You can do this. This is also correct. Okay, Goranshi. Okay, Yashika. Yes, I mean now you are correct. Yes, Amanpreet, you have to check divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay, most of you have completed. Okay, so I'm just selecting a random name and just paste your code in the chat box. Okay. Okay, Amanpreet. Okay, Vanshika. Okay, someone also, Saloni, has shared her code. Okay, so let me ask from Kashish. Kashish, can you please share your code in the chat box? Manpreet, it is fine, but for the efficiency, we basically use the remainder part. हमारे नंबर तो डिवाइड हो जाता है, बट अगर रिमाइंडर 0 आए, then it's totally fine. Okay, Kashish, no problem. Okay, so Harshita's code is correct. Okay, Bhumi's code is Bhumi, I guess you have written here, so indentation की थोड़ी problem है. Otherwise, code is correct. Also, colon का check कर लेना एक बार. Colon हमने पहले लगाया है. Okay, Ashin. Okay, Ishita. दोनों के code सही है. Okay, so I'm copy pasting from here only. Okay, guys, so this is basically the code that you have to write. First, we have to check अगर मेरा number 2 से divisible है, Some of you are doing a is divided by 2. Guys, suppose कर लो अगर मेरे पास कोई number है, let's suppose 45 is also divisible by 2. उसका आंसर फ्रूट में आएगा, वो डिवाइड हो रहा है, ठीक है, बट हमारा जो मॉड्यूलस है वो हमें रिमाइंडर बताता है, दैट टेल्स कि वो तो 100% डिविजिबल है, तभी रिमाइंडर 0 दे रहे हैं. फाइन. Geetika, you have done the same mistake. Instead of using modulo, you have used the division one. Okay, so use the modulus. Okay, Samriddhi. So we will not use divide, instead we will use modulo. Okay, so if my a is divisible by 2, so 30 divided divisible by 2, my remainder will come 0. After that, I check if my 30 is divisible by 3 also, then also my remainder will come 0. And then I'll print that my 30 is divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay. Okay, Shivani, you have done the same mistake. You have to use a percentage instead of division, means modulo. You have to use modulo. Okay, Shyam, where is the if condition? Also आपने elif else बाद में लिखा है, मतलब प्रिंट के बाद आ रहा है. Yes, Zoya, the code is correct. Okay, you have also used the else. Totally correct, no problem. Okay, Prachi, fine. No problem, Shyam. Okay, guys, so I think most of you have done it correctly. Now here is another question that you have to do. You have to use this shorthand if else. Let me show you once the syntax. You have to use the syntax. I'm copy pasting it here. You have to use this syntax. Print. After that, whatever you have to write in the print statement, write. In the if condition, you have to write like this. After that, else. Okay. Now in this, you have to check if a number is divisible by 4 or not. If number is divisible by 4, you have to write the print statement here. If it is not divisible, you have to write here the print statement. The examples are given here. Okay. Again, I am giving you 2 minutes. Okay, those who have copy pasted their code in the chat box, those are perfectly correct. I'll check it 7:20. Okay, 1 minute left. Okay, Amin, you are super great. Okay, Harshita. Okay, Preeti. Okay, Nandini. Okay, Lavanya. Okay, Avleen. Okay, Avleen, now you will share your code at 7:20. It's 1 minute left. After that, you will share. Okay. Okay, Khushi has written the code. Okay, Khushi, in the print statement, you have to write if the number is divisible or not. You have just copy pasted what I have written. Okay, Zoya, you have checked for the if the number is divisible by 2 or not. I have asked you to do if the number is divisible by 4 or not. And you have to use this shorthand if else instead of that if and else. Okay. Okay, Avleen, no problem. Okay, Harshita shared her code. Okay, n equals to 4, print statement if n is divisible by 4 else. Okay, it's perfectly correct, Harshita. Okay, Vanshika, your code is also correct. Lavani, you have to write this shorthand instead of this if else. You have to use this notation. Okay, Harshita, Dudeja's answer is also correct. But Harshita, just check the if condition is not correct. आपने greater than लगाया है. We have to check if it is divisible by 4 or not. Okay, Preeti, it's correct. Just write print statement clearly. Same goes for Nandini. कि user जो use करे उसे पता चल जाए that print में a क्यों आ रहा है. Either you can write that the number is divisible by 4. Okay. Okay, Khushi, what you have to basically do, you have to check if the number is divisible by 4 or not. So before we were using if and else differently, but for but here we will use the shorthand if else notation. So for that we will write it only in the one line. So I'm just writing here, check it out. Okay, print a is divisible by 4 what should be my condition, Khushi? Can you please write in the chat box if the number is divisible by 4, what should be its condition? Okay, Amanpreet, it's showing indentation error, then you have to check the spaces. But in this problem, there should not be any space, okay? Yes, Khushi, you are perfectly correct. We have to write that a modulo 4 should be 0. Then it will be divisible by 4. So we have to print this statement. Otherwise, we will print that it is not divisible by 4. Okay. Understood now? Okay. Yes, Vanshita, your code is correct. Okay, Mehak code is also correct. Shrishti, can you please repeat this part?
Sure. Jia, what we are doing is we are using shorthand if else statement for printing whether a number is divisible by 4 or not. So what we are doing is we are initializing it by 40 first, then we are writing print that number is divisible by 4 if a modulo 4 is equal to 0, else print number is not divisible by 4. So what we are checking is we are first dividing 40 by 4, and if the remainder is 0, then we are printing it is divisible by 4. Otherwise, we are writing it is not divisible by 4. So instead of writing if else in 2 lines, we are just writing in a single line. That is why it is known as shorthand if statement. I hope it is clear now.
Okay, Yogita, just check. You have done if 4 is divisible by 2. So what is the use of n you are defining there? Instead of 4, you should have used n if you are checking if the number is divisible by 2 or not. Okay. The code is correct, but you should use the variable. Okay, Mehak, just check print के पहले आपने indentation इस पे दिया हुआ है, so just check code में तो नहीं है.
Gulin, you can unmute yourself now.
Okay. Actually मैंने कोड तो सही डाला, बट मेरा प्रिंट जो होके आ रहा है, आउटपुट आ रहा है 40 नॉट डिविजिबल बाय 4.
गुरलीन चेक आपने कंडीशन यही लगाई है, इक्वल्स टू 0.
हाँ जी यही है.
Can you please copy paste your code in the chat box?
Manpreet, share your code on WhatsApp group.
Okay, Khushi, can you share your code in the chat box or in the WhatsApp group? Also tell the group number. Mehak, there should not be any space after before print. Check. I have not used any space. Okay, Sakshi, shorthand is different from the normal. In normal, you have to write 3-4 lines. But in the shorthand, you just have to write a single line. That's only the difference. If you have one if, and for that one if you have a one as a statement, then only you have to use shorthand. Okay, Khushi's code is there. Okay, Khushi, just check print के पहले आपने indentation दी है because in this it is showing space. Just check. You don't have to give the space, Khushi. Just check. मैंने print के पहले कोई space नहीं दिया है. You just have to write the simple statement जैसे आप normal लिखते हो. Yes, okay, sorry, Aarti, your code is correct. Yogita, again in this, see आपने if पहले क्यों लगाया है जब बाद में already shorthand में लगा है. Also print के पहले कोई indentation नहीं देनी. You have to remove the if statement and remove the indentation part. After that your code will be fine. Also check आपने condition गलत दी है. A is greater than B. You have to use if A percentage 2 equals to 0 or not. Prachi, can you please share your code again? I have not checked. Is it in the WhatsApp group? Okay. Okay, code is correct. Prachi, you want to say something? You can unmute now.
दी मैं शेयर करूं एक बार स्क्रीन.
Yeah, sure. Okay, guys, जिनका कोड सही चल रहा है, you don't have to share the photos in the WhatsApp group. जिनको सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम आ रही, they can share. Okay, प्राची, just check आपने if condition में A दिया हुआ है, आपने 30 दिया हुआ है ना? Yes, now try to run it. Fine. Shrishti, I guess we can continue with the.
We are getting many doubts in the WhatsApp group. Let's wait
Okay.
for 1 more minute.
Okay, okay. Others are also requested to message in the WhatsApp group if you find the error, and you can resolve also. Okay.
If all of you are done with this question, please type Y in the chat box so that we can start. Okay, I think we can go to loops now.
Okay.
Yeah, so loops. I guess most of you know that multiplication is repetitive addition. So similarly, if we want to repeat the same task many times, we use loops in programming. So in Python, we have two types of loops, while loop and for loop. Let's see while loop first. We have see the example. We have initialized count to 0, then while is the keyword, and then count less than 3 is the condition. Just like conditional statement loops are also of Boolean type. I guess you know Boolean type now. So statement inside while block will only execute if the count is less than 3. So when count is equals to 2, condition is true, then first statement will be count plus 1. It will make value of count to 1 and will print hello world once. Now again we will execute the same code, but now the value of count is 1. Take a minute and write in the chat box how many times hello world will print. Just think. Some are saying 3, 1, 2. Okay, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Yes, Prachi, I will explain this again. 3, 2, 3. Okay, the correct answer is 3 times. Let me tell you how. First, we have the value of count as 0. We can see 0 is less than 3. Then the count will get 1 and we will print hello world once. Then again, when we will execute this, we will see count value of count was 1. Now 1 is less than 3. Value of count will become 2. We will print hello world now once more. Then total hello world is 2 right now. Again, value of count was 2. 2 is less than 3. We will see count is equals to 3 now. We will print hello world one time more. Total hello world is 3 times. Now we will see 3 is not less than 3. Instead, 3 is equals to 3. So we'll stop our work right now and we will see the hello world is 3 times now. Mitali, can you please unmute yourself once? Anushka, please unmute Mitali once.
Okay, just a sec. Mithali, just try if you can.
Okay, Mitali. So tell me what is the value of count?
0.
Okay. So while is saying, is 0 less than 3? Is it true or false?
Yeah, true.
Okay. So now we will go to the statements below it. What will be the value of count now? 0 plus 1 is equals to
1.
And we will print hello world now.
Yeah.
Right? Now we will see the value of count is 1. 1 is less than 3.
Yes.
Count की value क्या हो जाएगी? 2 हो जाएगी because 2 plus 1 is 1 plus 1 is equals to 2.
Please repeat this part.
Okay, fine. What we did was, in the beginning, the value of count was 0.
0.
0 is less than 3.
Yeah.
Now the value of count will be 1 because 0 plus 1 is equals to 1.
Yes.
We are printing hello world. Fine. Now
Fine.
again we will start this, but now the value of count is 1 because we have incremented it.
Yes.
As we can see, 1 is less than 3. This is true.
Yeah.
What will be the value of count now?
2.
And will we print hello world or not?
We will print.
Yes. Now the value of count is 2, right? 2
Yeah.
is less than 3.
Yeah.
What will be the value of count now? 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. Right or no?
Yes.
We will print hello world.
Yeah.
Total 3 times we
Understood.
have printed hello world.
What?
Total 3 times we have printed hello world, na?
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear now?
Understood. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Is it clear to all of you? Please type Y or N. Okay, let's see the practical now.
Okay. So we are going to do this question. So we have to find the sum of n numbers. So sum of n numbers means we have to, let's suppose if my value of n is 5. So what will be the sum that I'm talking about? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, right? Okay. So not only math students, जिनको भी पता है, what is the formula for finding the sum of n numbers? Quickly write in the chat box. जिसको पता है, इसका sum निकालने का formula. Okay, Amin, you are quick. Okay, Vanisha, nice. Okay, Komal. Okay, Kashish, most of you know. Okay, Harshita. Okay, Shita. Okay, Anshul. Okay, Vanshika. Okay, Aarti. Okay, Deepa. Okay, most of you know. So the sum of n numbers is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so for checking our answer, we are going to use this formula to check our answer. Okay, so now we are going to use the for loop, while loop for this program. Okay, yes, Raksha, you're right. Okay, so first of all, let's suppose we have to find the sum of 5 numbers, sum up to 5 numbers. Okay, so I have initialized n equals 5. Guys, please do it side by side as I'm doing so that you don't face any kind of error. First, initialize n equals to 5. Okay, after this, let us sum will be 0. Let's assign our sum equals to 0. क्योंकि अभी इनिशियली हमारे पास कोई सम नहीं है. Okay. Now let's take a number I equals to 1. I हमारा लूप में चलेगा जो कि आइटरेट करेगा, जिसकी वैल्यू हम बार बार इंक्रीज करेंगे. अभी 1 है, फिर 2 होगी, फिर 3 होगी, फिर 4 होगी. सो हमने I इनिशियली 1 से लिया है. अगर आपको 0 से लेना है 0 ले लो, क्योंकि 0 भी हमारा कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. 0 का अगर हम ऐड भी कर देंगे तो भी. ओके, so till now I have used 3 variables: n equals to 5, sum equals to 0, and I equals to 1. Now I am going to use the while loop. So the syntax is first use the while keyword. After that, I'll apply the condition. What condition should I apply? Can anyone tell in the chat box? मुझे I चाहिए n तक. Okay, Twinkle, nice. बट ट्विंकल चेक, ये कहाँ तक चलेगा? ये सिर्फ 1 to 4 चलेगा. मुझे 5 तक का पूरा सम चाहिए. देन ओके वनीशा, आपने एक आगे कर दिया है. ओके, मानसी इज राइट. अंजलि नो. ओके, कोमल अभी फॉर लूप नहीं है, दिस इज वाइल लूप. ओके, वंशिका इज करेक्ट. ओके, वंशिता इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट. ओके, अवलीन. ओके, आरती. ओके, तुनिशा. ओके, खुशी.
Preeti, I is an variable.
तिशा, आपने ये 6 तक आई गेस कर दिया है. n+1 किया ना, so 6 तक चलेगा. yes, Twinkle, you are correct. Okay, so we are going to use I is less than equal to 5. मेरी I की वैल्यू क्या होगी? सबसे पहले 1 होगी, उसके बाद ये 2 होगी, फिर 3 होगी, फिर 4 होगी, फिर 5 होगी। मुझे 5 तक का सम चाहिए। जिसने n+1 लिखा है उसका मतलब ये है कि वो 6 तक चलेगा। सो अगर आप लोग 6 तक चला रहे हो देन डोंट यूज इक्वल्स टू, वरना वो 5 को भी इंक्लूड करेगा। ओके बरका, होप यू अंडरस्टैंड। Okay, so I am using I is less than equal to 5. Please note colon देना मत भूलना, and after colon indentation बिल्कुल भी मत भूलना। So do it side by side, कोई गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए। Now what I have to do, मुझे sum चाहिए, तो मैं sum की वैल्यू क्या दे दूंगी, sum plus I, क्योंकि 0 में मेरा क्या वैल्यू आ रही है, 0 + 1। ओके 1 की वैल्यू फिर हम क्या करेंगे, इंक्रीमेंट करेंगे सो दैट वो 2 हो जाए। अभी वो इंक्रीमेंट नहीं हो रही, इंक्रीमेंट मतलब एक नंबर बढ़ाना। सो I इक्वल्स टू I + 1। ओके हर्षिता प्लीज चेक, हम I क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोग 1 से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, हमें 5 तक चाहिए नंबर। सो हम उसको कैसे कर सकते हैं, हम लोग I की वैल्यू हमें चाहिए 1, देन 2, देन 3, देन 4, देन 5। तो मैंने इनिशियली I 1 से कर दिया इनिशियलाइज, फिर मैंने वाइल में कंडीशन लगाई, जब तक मेरा I 5 से इक्वल ना हो जाए, 5 तक ना चला जाए, तब तक वो क्या करी, सम इक्वल्स टू सब में I को ऐड करता जाए। तो अभी इनिशियली इसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी, गाइस क्विकली टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स, इसकी वैल्यू अभी क्या होगी, सम इक्वल्स टू, सब मेरा इनिशियली क्या है 0 प्लस I की वैल्यू क्या है, ओके नाइस, I की वैल्यू इज 1, सो माय आउटपुट विल बी 1। ओके नाउ अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, मेरा I की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई, यस I विल बी 2। ओके सिमिलरली अब मेरा I 2 हो गया, ये वापस यहाँ पे जाएगा वाइल लूप पे, I से सीधे वापस वाइल लूप पे गया। अब इसने I की वैल्यू 2 थी तो 2 से चेक किया, 2 इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 5, कंडीशन इज ट्रू। वापस इस वाली लाइन पे आए, सम वाली लाइन पे, अब सम की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी, 1 + 2। अब वापस I की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी, 2 + 1 = 3। वापस ये यहाँ पे गया, 3 इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 5, इसने वापस से सम में क्या कर दिया, 3 को ऐड कर दिया, 3 + 1 = 4। वापस ये 4 पे गया, अब यहाँ पे 4 ऐड हो जाएगा। सिमिलरली 4 + 1 = 5। अब ये 5 तक गया, 5 कंडीशन की लास्ट वाली कंडीशन होगी, प्लीज चेक, ठीक है ये कंडीशन लास्ट चेक होगी, इसने 5 को भी ऐड कर दिया। अब जैसे ही 5 + 1 6 होगा तो यहाँ पे कंडीशन जाके फॉल्स हो जाएगी, देन इट विल नॉट रन। अब हमें क्या करना है, कंडीशन जैसे ही फॉल्स हो गई हमें प्रिंट कर देना है मेरा सम। सो मैं लिखूंगी सम इज, यू कैन यूज f स्ट्रिंग, ओके sum is my variable, okay, so my answer will print out to be 15। अगर किसी को चेक करना है they can use this formula। guys quickly type in the chat box अगर सबको समझ आ गया है तो। okay वंशिका, others please type, okay अमीन, okay गौरांशी, okay पारुल, okay कोमल, okay Havisha, I am unmuting you। Havisha, you can unmute yourself now। okay I guess she is not there। Vanisha, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Vanisha, can you start by telling? Okay, just keep yourself unmuted only, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so just tell what I'm doing here. In the highlighted part, what I'm doing here.
You have assigned in the value of 5.
Okay, nice. Why I have assigned the value of 5?
Because we want to find the sum of 5 numbers, first 5 numbers.
Great. Now in the next line, what I am doing?
You have taken sum to be 0.
Okay. Why I have initialized I with 1?
Because we'll start adding the numbers by 1.
Nice. अब मैंने लूप कैसे लिखा है?
The loop will continue until and unless I is equal to 5.
Okay, less than equal to, okay?
Yeah, less than equal to.
Okay, after that, what I have done?
You've taken sum is equal to sum plus I.
Okay, very nice. Okay, after that, what I have done?
I is equal to I plus 1.
Okay, इससे क्या होगा? I equals to I plus 1 में?
तो जब I 1 होगा उसके बाद I is equal to I plus 1 में I की वैल्यू 2 हो जाएगी एंड देन फिर 2 को ऐड करेंगे.
ओके, सिमिलरली वो आगे इंक्रीमेंट होती रहेगी. I पहले 1 होगा, फिर 2 होगा, फिर 3 होगा. ओके, आफ्टर दैट आई एम प्रिंटिंग सम. Okay, that's all the total program is about. Okay, खुशी, you are getting the output like that क्योंकि आपने इंडेंटेशन हटाया नहीं होगा. ओके, सो इंडेंटेशन हटा देना वरना वो आपको सारी वैल्यूज देगा सम की कितनी कितनी आ रही है. ओके, थैंक यू वनीशा फॉर वॉलंटियरिंग हेल्पिंग. Okay, I guess most of you understood this. Okay, Satya, I'm just unmuting you. Yes, you can unmute yourself now.
Hello.
Yes, Satya, hi.
Can we write I equals to I is less than 0 and हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि we can write हाँ जी, हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि हम अपनी तरफ से n की वैल्यूज लें और उसके बाद हम उसमें I is less than equals to 0 and I equals to I minus 1. हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं?
सत्या, चेक. अगर आप I is less than 0 कर दोगे तो वो आगे लूप पढ़ेगा ही कैसे? हम नेगेटिव वैल्यू नहीं ले रहे ना. Also, आप I को डिक्रीमेंट कर रहे हो, हमें इंक्रीमेंट करके सम निकालना है.
तो अगर हम I की वैल्यू वहां पे 5 ले लेते हैं जैसा आपने n की वैल्यू 5 ली है, उसके बाद ओके,
यू आर सेइंग कि मैं यहाँ पे I की वैल्यू 5 ले लूं.
हाँ जी.
ओके, सो अगर मैं इस लूप को चेंज कर दूं, I should be less than 0 and I should be I minus 1, right?
You may write okay, हाँ यही करना है.
Okay, this is fine. So हम यहाँ पे क्या करें? I की वैल्यू चेक करें. अगर वो less than 0 है, okay, Satya, just keep yourself unmuted for some time, okay?
Okay.
So आपने देखो क्या लिखा है, I is less than 0, बट आपने I की वैल्यू तो 5 दे दी पहले, वो तो पहले ही नहीं चलेगा.
तो हम यहाँ पे I की वैल्यू डिक्रीमेंट कर रहे हैं ना, दैट इज व्हाट वी वांट.
बट वो लूप में जाने के लिए तो I की वैल्यू छोटी चाहिए ना.
ओके, तो हम लिख सकते हैं
you can use I is greater than 0.
सॉरी, हाँ जी, I is greater than 0.
ठीक है, चलो ये ले ली, I is greater than 0. ठीक है, उसके बाद हमने सम करवाया. सम में वैल्यू कितनी आ गई?
सम में वैल्यू 5 आ जाएगी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल.
0 plus 5, ओके, नाइस. उसके बाद I की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई?
I की वैल्यू 5 हो जाएगी एंड देन फिर वो उसमें
I की वैल्यू 4 हो जाएगी.
ओ या I की वैल्यू 4 होगी बट सम की वैल्यू 5 हो जाएगी ना.
या राइट, सम की वैल्यू 5 होगी. सिमिलरली अब वो वापस जाएगा, वो चेक करेगा, अब ये प्रिंट सही करेगा. द आंसर विल बी फाइन. आपने बस रिवर्स मेथड यूज की है, द आंसर विल बी सेम. यू कैन यूज दिस. ओके,
थैंक यू दी.
नो प्रॉब्लम. Okay, so I guess most of you have understood. Let's come back to the let's start with the for loop. So guys, for loop आप लोग लिखोगे आप. Okay, डॉली, आपने जो किया है वही काम किया है. You have to you don't have to give the indentation. Indentation remove कर दो, तब बार बार वो लाइन नहीं आएगी. Also आपने इंक्रीमेंट I guess ज्यादा किया है. Just check once. Okay guys, you have to write this same code into for loop. same this loop. So I'm just telling you the structure. You have to use the value of n. You can initialize the sum variable again. You have to use it's up to you अगर आपको I use करना है या नहीं. You can use for I in range and यहाँ पे वैल्यू 0 से लेके n तक ले लेना, और सॉरी 0 से नहीं 1 से स्टार्ट कर लेना. ओके, सो प्रोग्राम में क्या हो रहा है, अभी भी सेम चीज हो रही है. I की वैल्यू मेरी कहाँ से स्टार्ट हुई थी, जब अभी चेंज नहीं हुई थी. I की वैल्यू वाज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1 ओनली. सो द सेम थिंग वी आर डूइंग हियर. 1 से स्टार्ट करके n-1 तक चलेगी. सो n-1 कितना होगा यहाँ पे, 4 हो जाएगा. सो वी हैव टू डू n+1. आफ्टर दैट इंडेंटेशन एंड कंटिन्यू. Okay, Dipanshu, I'm just unmuting you. Yes, Dipanshu.
दी एक्चुअली जो आपने ऊपर वाइल वाला कोड लिखा था वो मेरा हो गया है, बट मेरे को ना इसमें डाउट आ रहा है कि जो फर्स्ट टाइम लूप चला आई गॉट दैट, बट जब हमारा i = 2 हुआ उसके बाद से लूप कैसे मतलब इनिशिएट हुआ था फिर से, वो मेरे को एक बार समझ नहीं आया, आप एक्सप्लेन कर दो.
Okay. So, okay, so this was the code, right? I is less than e. दीपांशी, मैं जैसे से बोल रही हूँ जस्ट बोलते जाना. फाइन.
ओके.
सो दीपांशी, फर्स्ट i की वैल्यू कितनी है,
1.
फाइन. यहाँ पे i की वैल्यू क्या चेक होगी कंडीशन में,
सब हमारा 0 है एंड देन हमारा 1 आएगा तो इट्स इक्वल्स टू 1.
ओके, ठीक है. सम इक्वल्स टू 1. i की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई,
1 + 1 2.
फाइन. नेक्स्ट 2 वापस यहाँ पे गया वाइल लूप पर.
हाँ, हमारा कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है.
सम की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई,
ओके. 1 + 2.
i की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई अब,
3.
नाइस. वापस 3 यहाँ पे गया. i 3 क्या हुआ, 3 is less than 5, कंडीशन ट्रू.
बट जो हमारे यहाँ पे i था, i = i + 1, तो हमारा वहाँ पे अच्छा ओके हमने 2 लिया था. ओके, गॉट इट.
गॉट इट ना. आगे बताऊं.
नहीं इट्स ओके.
ओके,
गॉट इट. थैंक यू.
नो प्रॉब्लम. Okay, Yogita, can you please unmute yourself? I'll give you the access.
Yes.
Okay,
please.
Yogita, can you please tell कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आ रही है.
मैम दी मुझे ये लूप का नहीं समझ आ रहा.
Anushka, we haven't explained the theory of for loop right now.
Okay, fine. Yogita, for loop or while loop?
For loop ये.
Okay. Shrishti, you can continue then. I thought you told.
No, it was just while loop at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. Now comes for loop. See the example. N is equals to 3. For is a keyword and I is the variable. Tell me what is in. We studied in yesterday. In operator. Yes, membership. Correct. Harshita, Mansi, Amin. Correct. Membership operator. Just recall what we studied yesterday. We studied JUP in Japan. I guess now you can recall what we studied in operator. All of you know in operator now? Please type Y or N. Okay. So for is a keyword, I is a variable, in is membership operator. Now comes what range. What is range? Range tells you that the value of I will be from 0 to n-1. Why 0? Because we have used first parameter as 0 and next is n And in Python, we use it from n-1, 0 to n-1. And we are just printing the value of I. So how this loop will work? Here the value of n is 3 for I in range of 0 to 3. So this loop will work from 0, 1, and 2. Can anyone guess the output? Zero, 1, 2. Okay. Others? Any guesses? Okay, someone is saying 6. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. I'll explain, Komal. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2 in different lines. Yes, correct answer is 0, 1, 2. Now comes why it is 0, 1, 2. Let us see that. Firstly, the value of n is 3, right? So for I in range of 0 to 3. So firstly, the value of I is 0. So we are just printing the value of I. So the value of I is 0. We are just printing 0. Next, we have the value of I will be 1. So it will print 1. Then the value of I is 2. So we will print 2. From 0 till 2 we will go 0, 1, and 2. Is it clear to all of you? Why not 3? Because in Python, the range is from 0 to n-1. Yes, Parmeet, range is predefined. For loop is clear to all of you, y and n. But in last example, we started with 1. Here we have given the first parameter as 0. See, we have given range 0, n. If we wanted to start from 1, we have initialized 1, n. Then we will start from 1. It depends on what values we are giving it. We have given 0, so it is starting from 0. If we wanted to start from 1, we will give 1, n. It depends. Clear? Okay. We can go to the practical thing now.
Okay. Okay, guys. So as I already told you the task, so you have to do the same program in the for loop. Already I told you the structure, so you can continue with this. Saloni, please note, Python may plus equals to operator will not work. It will give an error. Let me check also. I guess it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work in mine. Okay, it works. It works. Okay, already we got the solutions. Okay, let me check one by one. First is Vanshita's. Okay, Vanshita's is correct. Okay, Akriti, your solution is also correct. Okay, Harshita's is also correct. Okay, Mansi, great job. Okay, Mansi, note one thing, when you are using the I variable, na, तो range में भी मतलब I का कोई use as such चलो ठीक है वहां पे मतलब डिक्लेयर करने का नो यूज, सो यू कैन इग्नोर इट फॉर नाउ। ओके, ओके गाइस, जिसने भी i इक्वल्स टू 0 या i इक्वल्स टू 1 इनिशियलाइज किया ना, उसका कोई यूज नहीं है, क्योंकि यू आर डिफाइनिंग i इन फॉर लूप इन फॉर i इन रेंज। ओके, यू आर ऑलरेडी डिफाइनिंग इट। सो अगर आप उसको रिमूव करके भी रन करोगे, इट विल रन। ओके वनीशा, वनीशा चेक, वो प्रिंट सम इस बार बार करके करेगा, सो राइट इट, रिमूव द स्पेस बिफोर द प्रिंट। ओके, otherwise the whole code is correct. Okay Vanshika, your code is correct. Okay Saloni, check कि आप सिर्फ फॉर में i इनिशियल मतलब यू आर डिक्लेयरिंग इट, यू आर डिक्लेयरिंग अ वेरिएबल i इन फॉर, बट सम आपने कहीं पे इनिशियलाइज नहीं किया है। यू कैन डू मतलब सम अगर यहाँ पे आप 0 इनिशियलाइज नहीं करते हो, वैसे भी रन करते हो, इट विल रन। बट इन प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस वी प्रेफर टू इनिशियलाइज सम इक्वल्स टू 0। कभी कभी ना एरर आ जाती है, सो इन प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस वी यूज टू, so it's a good practice if you are doing sum equals to 0. It's up to you otherwise. Can you share your code? I'll just copy paste and try to run it. Okay, let me check. Okay, so we have to define sum equals to 0. Let me take some another variable. I guess it should not happen. Okay, we have to define the variable, sorry. We have to define sum, to define किया नहीं होगा ना, तो equals to value कैसे देंगे? Sum 1 equals to 0, we have to do. Saloni, okay. I hope you got it. Okay, most of the answers are correct, guys. Okay, Dolly, when you are using F ना, तो comma की जरूरत नहीं है. You can use it inside by using curly braces. Okay, Mitali's code is. Yes, Mitali, it's correct. Okay, guys, also note अगर आप लोग यहाँ पे 1,6 भी लिखोगे ना, then also it will work. It's not necessary कि आप a+1 करके लिखो. It just that कि आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अगर आपको 6 तक चलाना है, then अगर कोई बड़ा नंबर हो कि हमें 100 तक चाहिए, then you can use a+1. For now, you can use this. Okay. Shrishti, I guess we can continue. Yes, Dipanshi, it runs from n-1. Yes, Isha, it will also run without i+1. Yes, Hamisha, you can do. Okay, Mitali, there was no use. I just copy pasted from the above. I thought. Vanshika, it is necessary to declare n before. Like if you want the sum up to 100, then you have to define ना कि एक वेरिएबल तो डिफाइन करना ही पड़ेगा. अच्छा वंशिका, you are saying कि हम रेंज में लिख सकते हैं. Yes, for now you can do. I'm just saying कि a की वैल्यू तब आप ले सकते हो जब आप यूजर से डलवा रहे हो. For now you are just entering the value by yourselves. You can do. मैं यहाँ से a हटा के 101 कर दूंगी, then it will also run. You know the value for now, ना? Okay, Aarti, you have already initialized the. Okay, ठीक है, 1 से 6 तक कर रहे हो.
सम इज कॉमा सम आएगा ना प्रिंट में.
Okay, Mitali, I'm just unmuting you. Just. Yes, Mitali.
I'm asking कि I is equal to I plus 1 का क्या यूज है, अगर इसके बिना भी हो जाएगा.
Okay, Mitali, just keep unmuted yourself. Okay. Please note कि while loop में हम लोग I कहीं पे लिख नहीं रहे थे कि वो किस रेंज में है, but for loop में we are already defining a range. हमें पता है कि वो 1 से लेके n+1 तक ही चलेगा, तो हम उसे प्लस करें क्यों? वो I just copy pasted from our, so मैं भूल गई थी उस टाइम पे. Understood or not? Mitali, you are not audible.
Please repeat. I didn't understand.
Okay, I just said कि while loop में हमें देखो यहाँ पे कहीं पे पता नहीं था कि हमारा I जो है, अगर मैं यहाँ पे I+1 ना लिखती तो वो क्या होता, I सिर्फ 1 पे रहता. 1 is less than 5, ये कंडीशन तो हमेशा ही ट्रू होती है. 1+1 ही करता रहता है बार बार. 1+1+1 5 टाइम्स करता है ये, देखो. सी यहाँ पे देख रहे हो, वाइल पे जा रहा है, वापस सम पे जा रहा है, फिर वाइल पे जा रहा है, फिर वापस सम पे जा रहा है. वो खुद ही डिफाइन नहीं कर पा रहा है ना, जब तक उसको आई की वैल्यू पता नहीं चलेगी. वो इनफाइनाइट लूप में चलते ही रहेगा क्योंकि कंडीशन तो हमेशा ही ट्रू होगी वो वाली. कैन यू सी द एरो, ग्रीन वाला एरो? Yes, Avisha, you are perfectly correct. Mithali, just tell me if you understood this part or not for the while loop. Okay, you are not audible, so I'm just telling it once again. Guys, अगर मैं यहाँ पे I की वैल्यू इनिशियलाइज नहीं करूंगी, मतलब I को इंक्रीमेंट नहीं करूंगी, तो ये कंडीशन हमेशा ही ट्रू होती रहेगी. 1 is less than equal to 5. दिस कंडीशन इज ऑलवेज ट्रू. ये हमेशा ही कंटिन्यूसली चलता रहेगा until and unless मेरे पास कोई टर्मिनेटिंग केस होगा ही नहीं. ओके, बट इन फॉर लूप अगर मैंने I की वैल्यू यहाँ पे डिफाइन कर दी है, इट इज इन रेंज 1, n+1, दैट इज 1,6. आई नो कि 1 से लेके 5 तक ही चलेगा, सो मुझे यहाँ पे इंक्रीमेंट करने की जरूरत है ही नहीं. ओके, अगर वो I इक्वल्स टू I+1 मैंने लिख भी दिया, देन ऑल्सो इट डजंट वर्क, क्योंकि उसकी बात तो सेम ही हो रही है. वो बिना उसके भी रन करेगा. Guys, quickly tell me if you have understood या confused तो नहीं होगा. Okay, Shita. Okay, just a second, Harshita. In for loop, if we want to increment it I by 2, we can do. Yes, yes, we can do. Okay, so as Harshita told कि अगर हमें 2 से इंक्रीमेंट करना है तो हम क्या करेंगे. Okay, let's check the value of I only. ओके हर्षिता चेक, मैंने क्या किया है कोड में, मैंने फॉर की वैल्यू आई मतलब आई से स्टार्ट किया, आई किस में रेंज में होना चाहिए 1, 6, 2। हियर 2 मींस मुझे उतना नंबर इंक्रीमेंट करना है। कल अगर स्लाइसिंग का याद हो तो उसमें भी वी वर डूइंग दिस ओनली, बट उसमें कोलन था, इंस्टेड ऑफ कोलन हियर वी आर यूजिंग 2। इट इज वर्किंग सेम। ओके, हमने पहले 1 से स्टार्ट किया, 1 के बाद उसने क्या किया, प्रिंट कर दिया 1। वो वापस लूप में गया, उसने चेक किया कि अगर मेरा 1 + 2 दैट इज 3 इज लेस देन 5। ओके, तो उसने प्रिंट कर दिया। अगेन वो 5 तक गया क्योंकि ये लूप जो है n+1 तक चल रहा है। ओके ओके, नो इसमें इट विल नॉट वर्क। ओके, श्वेता इज asking something. A2 = 100, sum2 = 0. श्वेता चेक, आपने 1 कॉमा नहीं लगाया, यू हैव डन 1 + A2 + 1। Okay, guys, can we continue? Just write by in the chat box. Okay, Khushi, Shweta, others please also confirm once. Okay, Harshita. Okay. Okay, so I guess we can continue. Shrishti, you can continue.
Yeah, sure. Now comes using else statements with while loops. Just like if else, till the time while condition is true, we will execute the statements of while. After that, we will go in else block. Okay, see the code over here. It is saying I guess all of you remember we just did this code. Count is equals to 0 while count less than 3. Count is equal to count plus 1. Print hello world. And now the new thing is else print in else block. Take a minute and think what will be the output. While loop is just like the previous one, and else is just like what we did in if else. Think what will be the output.
Okay, Vanshita, just check. Shrishti, have you asked for the count value only?
No.
Okay.
Output, overall output.
Okay.
Parmeet is saying 3 times hello world, then in else block. Kanishka saying hello world 3 times. Kavisha saying 3 times hello world, then in else block. Twinkle is saying hello world thrice in else block. Okay, so those who are saying 3 times hello world, then in else block is absolutely correct. Reason is why so. We just did the while loop. We are incrementing the value of count and printing hello world 3 times. And then when this statement is false, that means when the statement comes, count is equals to 3, 3 less than 3. This is false. Then we will go to else block and we will print in else block. Is this question clear to all of you? Okay, all of you are saying yes. Now let us discuss single statement while block. Please repeat. Yogita, can you please unmute yourself?
Just a second.
Yeah.
Yes, so Yogita, you can unmute yourself.
Khushi, we are just taking it as an example. It is not fixed that we have to take 3 only. We can use any number.
हेलो दी
योगिता,
मुझे
Yes,
ये
yes,
बिल्कुल
yes.
समझ नहीं आया कि कैसे होगा।
देखो सिंपल क्या करा हमने, अभी हमने while का सेम लूप डिस्कस किया था, जब काउंट की वैल्यू 0 थी, फिर हम गए 0 लेस देन 3, काउंट की वैल्यू फिर 1 हुई, हमने हेलो वर्ल्ड प्रिंट करा। याद है भी हमने किया था वाइल लूप। Yugita, are you there?
हाँ दी।
वाइल
हाँ
लूप
दी।
याद है अभी किया था? क्लियर है वाइल लूप?
हाँ हाँ।
तो उसके बाद जब हमारी कंडीशन फॉल्स हुई, कंडीशन फॉल्स कब होगी बताओ? काउंट की वैल्यू क्या होगी जब कंडीशन फॉल्स हो जाएगी फर्स्ट टाइम?
जब इससे ज्यादा होगा।
किससे ज्यादा?
3 से ज्यादा होगा।
3 से ज्यादा पे होगी। 3 लेस देन 3 ट्रू होगा फॉल्स होगा?
3 लेस देन ट्रू होगा।
3 लेस देन 3 ट्रू होगा। ओके, 3 लेस देन 3 ट्रू तब होगा जब 3 लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 3 होगा। Otherwise 3 less than 3 will be false because they are equal. Okay. First tell me, is this clear? 3 less than 3 will be false.
हाँ.
Okay, so when this statement will be false, we will go to else block and then we will print in else block.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
हाँ. Yes, Dee.
Okay, okay. Yes, Kushi, we are discussing that only. I said from 0, 1, 2, and 3. That is why we are printing hello world 3 times. 3 isn't less than 3, it is right. Condition तभी true होगी जब 3 less than equals to 3 होगी. Here it is 3 less than 3. So the condition is false, then we will go to else block. Kushi, is it clear now? Okay, unmute yourself once.
Yeah.
Anushka, please unmute Kushi once.
Yeah, I'm doing. Kushi, just try to unmute. Yeah.
Hello, Dee.
Yeah. So, what is your
Kushi,
doubt?
keep yourself unmuted only, okay?
Dee, I'm saying why we are taking value less than 3.
It is just a condition.
Equals to 3. We are given condition only less than 3.
I was explaining her. She was saying 3 less than 3 is true. So I was just explaining her. It will be true when we are using equal to sign as well. But here we are not using. That is why 3 less than 3 is false.
Okay, Shrishti, just a second. Kushi, if you want count is less than equal to 3, you can do. तब वो क्या करेगा? वो 0 से लेके 3 तक रन करेगा. तो 0 से 3 तक कितने hello world हो गए? 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. It will be 4 times. You can do that. But हमें question में जैसे कि we have to do that like only ना. We can't do different.
Okay, Dee.
Okay, so that's what the point. Yes, Shrishti, you can continue.
Okay. Now comes single statement while block. Just like if we have done, we can write while statement in single line. We have initialized count to 0 while count is equals to 0 colon print hello world. We can just write this in a single line as well. So guess the output. Mehak is saying infinite hello world. Okay, others? Okay, Rick. Others infinite. Okay, Geetika is correct. Let me tell you why. We have initialized value of count to 0. In the condition, we are checking count equal to 0. When we are dealing with single line statements, our code ends in the single line itself. So here we are printing hello world only when the value of count is 0. So as we know, we have initialized to 0. It will print hello world once only. Is it clear now? Next slide, please. Now comes for else. Just like while else, now we are doing for else. We have initialized n to 4. We are going from 0 to 4. So what will be the value of print? Oh, you can already see the output here. Do you have any doubts in this question? Just check it once. For else loop. Any doubts? Just look at it once, give it a minute and ask if any doubt. Okay, now let us see continue, break and pass.
Okay, Shrishti, Raksha didn't get the single line while statement.
I cannot see her message, just a second. Okay. Please come to previous slide, Anushka ji. Raksha, can you please unmute yourself? Just raise your hand, I will unmute you.
Yeah, actually, while I'm running this code, it is printing hello world multiple times.
Okay. Anushka, is it so? Can you please check once on Google Colab?
Yeah, it will run infinite times.
Okay, I'll check it once. Till the time we can continue break, pass, continue on practical. I'll just check it and let you know.
Okay. Okay, guys, till then just check. Here in the black part, you can see 3 statements are there. Guys, these are called the loop control statements. So please note the loop control statements are 3. First is continue, second is break, and the third is pass. So in this photograph, just let me know if this photograph is visible to all. This minion one. Okay, so guys, you can see first वाले में क्या हो रहा है. Let's suppose मिनियन ने कोई लेजर लाइट दिखाई. ओके, सो ब्रिक की जो वॉल थी उसमें क्या हुआ, ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट में क्या होता है, जैसे ही वो लेजर लाइट जाएगी वैसे ही वो वहीं पे स्टॉप हो जाएगी, वो ब्रिक के आगे नहीं जाएगी. जस्ट इमेजिन इट. ओके, कंटिन्यू वाले में क्या होगा कि वो ब्रिक के ऊपर से निकल जाएगी, जो उतना पार्ट है वो उसको इग्नोर करके बाकी वो कंटिन्यू कर देगी. ओके गाइस, जस्ट अ सेकेंड फिर. Now is it visible to all? Okay. So guys, please check. यहाँ पे ब्रेक में क्या होता है, हमारे पास सपोज एक वॉल है, अगर वहां पे लेजर लाइट गई वो वहीं पे ब्रेक हो जाएगी. इट विल नॉट कंटिन्यू आगे. ठीक है, इट विल नॉट कंटिन्यू अहेड. कंटिन्यू में क्या होगा, जो ब्रेक है वो उसको उतने पार्ट को इग्नोर करके इट विल कंटिन्यू. एंड इन द पास वो ना ही इग्नोर करेगी ना ही पीछे ब्रेक हो जाएगी, बट इट विल कंटिन्यू इन बिटवीन. मतलब कुछ भी नहीं होगा, वो बस इग्नोर हो जाएगा एंड इट विल कंटिन्यू. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. फाइन. जस्ट क्विकली राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स इफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस पार्ट, ब्रेक, कंटिन्यू एंड पास. यू कैन इजिली चेक फ्रॉम द इमेज क्या हो रहा है इसमें. कंटिन्यू में इग्नोर हो रहा है, पास में वो बिल्कुल निकल जा रहा है बिना कुछ इफेक्ट किए, एंड ब्रेक में इट इज स्टॉपिंग. ओके, सो नाउ कम्स टू द practical part of this. Okay. See, now we are going to do this. So let's make a for loop for I in range 10. Okay. And if I am using one condition, continue and pass difference. Okay, Twinkle, continue का देखो. सी कंटिन्यू में क्या हो रहा है, वो ब्रेक को इग्नोर करके ऊपर से निकल जा रहा है, मतलब उतना पार्ट इग्नोर हो रहा है, बट पास में क्या हो रहा है, वो बीच से निकल जा रहा है बिना कुछ इफेक्ट किए. अभी जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, उसके बाद अभी कोड समझ आ जाएगा. ओके हाँ हाँ, ट्विंकल फंक्शन है सेम, बस अभी जब प्रैक्टिकल पार्ट करोगे देन यू गेट टू नो व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू टेल. Okay. So guys, please do this side by side. First, define a for loop till range 10. You can start it from 0 if you want to. Initially, it starts from 0 only. Once you start karne, you can start from 1 also. Okay. After this, inside the for loop, I am using a if loop. Sorry, if condition. So in that, what I am doing, I am taking if I equals to 6, तो वो क्या हो जाए, ब्रेक हो जाए, एंड उसके बाद आई एम प्रिंटिंग वन लाइन so that it is visible to you. The value of I is I. Okay. Okay guys, जल्दी से कोई मुझे बताएगा कि कोड में क्या होगा, आउटपुट क्या आएगा इसका. ब्रेक की फोटो याद करो, क्या हो रहा था उसमें. ओके अमीन. ओके कोमल, राइट. आगे नहीं जा रहा था, तो कंडीशन देखो कहां तक जा रही है, ब्रेक जहां पे आएगा उसका मतलब है कि उसके आगे वो कंटिन्यू होगा ही नहीं. ओके, मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर सेइंग 6. yes, Anshita is correct. Okay, most of you are saying 6. Okay, Raksha 5. गाइज लूप देखो, लूप लगा हुआ है, लूप में क्या होता है हमारा. ओके वनीशा, यू आर पार्शियली करेक्ट. जस्ट चेक द लूप. पहले देखो फॉर क्या हुआ. लेट सपोज, चलो अभी के लिए 1 से स्टार्ट करते हैं. ओके गाइज, आई की वैल्यू बोलो क्या होगी सबसे पहले. इस लाइन पे आई की वैल्यू क्या होगी, फर्स्ट लाइन पे. ओके कनिष्का इज सेइंग 1. अदर्स. ओके 1. ओके श्वेता, मैंने 1 से स्टार्ट किया है, नॉट 0. ओके सो 1 हो गया अभी. हर्षिता ऑल्सो, जी ऑल्सो 1. ओके सो इतना समझ आ गया. आई की वैल्यू 1 हुई, इफ कंडीशन में जाएगा वो, will it go in the if condition. Okay, Twinkle is saying no. Fine. Vanisha is saying no. Okay, Tanishka is saying no. You are right. Okay, ये नहीं जाएगा. इसने क्या प्रिंट किया, the value of I is 1. Now again going to this loop, वैल्यू क्या हो गई I की, 2. Correct. Correct. Again it will print this value line. 2 प्रिंट कर देगा, the value of I is 2. Again the value will be 3. Similarly again the value of I will be 4, 5. जैसे ही वो 6 होगी, वो क्या करेगा, I equals to 6 ब्रेक कर देगा, उसके बाद कोड ही नहीं चलेगा. सो इट विल प्रिंट अप टू 5 ओनली. ओके लेट्स चेक द कोड. सी उसने वैल्यू कितनी प्रिंट की, 1 2 3 4 5. क्विकली राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स अगर इतना पार्ट समझ आ गया ब्रेक का. ओके ओके सो अब मुझे बताओ चैट बॉक्स पर ही. ओके खुशी, व्हाट आई हैव टू एक्सप्लेन इन द फर्स्ट पार्ट. प्रियांजल जस्ट चेक, आपने प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट कहाँ पे लिखी है. मैंने इफ के अलाइनमेंट के साथ में लिखी है. ओके बरखा, 6 इज नॉट इंक्लूडेड क्योंकि मैंने कंडीशन में क्या लिखा है, जैसे 6 आ जाए वो ब्रेक हो जाए. मैंने वहां पे प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट लगाई नहीं है कोई. Okay, this part totally. Okay, guys, for those, I'm just printing one statement. Okay, so खुशी, I guess loop समझ आ गया आपको. So मैं जैसी मेरी यहाँ पे वैल्यू i की 6 होगी, ओके, i की वैल्यू जैसे ही 6 हुई, उसने प्रिंट कर दिया ब्रेक हेयर, एंड उसके बाद उसने क्या कर दी, ब्रेक. फोटो में याद है ब्रेक में क्या हो रहा था, आगे कुछ नहीं जा रहा था. द लेजर लाइट वाज नॉट गोइंग आफ्टर द वॉल, जहां पे ब्रेक हो गई. फाइन. तो जैसे ही 6 हुआ, वो क्या होगी, कंडीशन ट्रू हो जाएगी, वो इसके अंदर आ गया. उसने ये वाली लाइन को प्रिंट किया ही नहीं, उसने सिर्फ ब्रेक हेयर करके वापस से अब लूप में चला जाएगा एंड आगे की वैल्यू कंटिन्यू कर देगा. ये 6 को प्रिंट करेगा ही नहीं, इट विल इग्नोर इट. सी, अब मैं करूंगी तो 5 के बाद क्या लिख के आएगा, ब्रेक हेयर. सी, इट इज रिटन ब्रेक हेयर. आई होप इट इज क्लियर नाउ. खुशी, क्विकली टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स. ओके गाइस, जल्दी से मुझे बता कंटिन्यू में क्या होता है. इट्स ऑलरेडी 8:13, सो जल्दी से बता दो कंटिन्यू में क्या हो रहा था इमेज में. ओके, Vanshita already told the answer. Okay, I guess most of you have completed in the code only. Okay guys, so कंटिन्यू में क्या हो रहा था, वो इग्नोर कर दे रहा था उतना पार्ट, एंड इट वाज कंटिन्यूइंग अहेड. ओके, वो वॉल वाला पार्ट छोड़ के बाकी सब कंटिन्यू कर रहा था. तो अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा, इट विल जस्ट स्किप दिस 6 एंड उसके आगे और पीछे सब बता देगा आउटपुट में. सी, 1 to 5 तक बताया, जैसे ही उसने देखा 6 आ गया, उसने लिख दिया कंटिन्यू है, उसका 7, 8, 9 कंटिन्यू. फाइन. I hope continue is also clear to all. Okay, okay. Twinkle, now watch the pass. Okay. So in the pass, it will just ignore. Result पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, it will continue. पास हेयर होके उसने वैल्यू 6 भी प्रिंट की है. Yes, खुशी. I hope it is clear to all these loop control statements. Okay. Okay guys, so I have a question for you all. ये आप बाद में कर सकते हो, एंड यू हैव टू शो इट टू मी टुमारो, नॉट टुडे. यू हैव टाइम टिल टुमारो. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी टू डू, बट इट जस्ट फॉर योर प्रैक्टिस. अंशिका, पास हम यूज करते हैं इन फ्यूचर इफ यू मेक बिग प्रोजेक्ट्स ना. सो वहां पे ना हम लोग फंक्शंस बनाते हैं कुछ, उसमें कुछ हमारे फंक्शंस यूज के नहीं होते हैं, सो फॉर दैट वी हैव टू इग्नोर दोस. तब हम पास का यूज करते हैं वहां पे. Guys, quickly take the screenshot of this. Okay, Twinkle, great. Khushi, I just do Control plus S, nothing else. It automatically gets saved in my Google Drive. In the file option, you can check locate in drive, the first option. वहां पे आपको ड्राइव में मिल जाएगा कहाँ पे आपकी गूगल को लैब है. हर्षिता, इट इज प्रिंटिंग टिल 9 क्योंकि मैंने रेंज 1 to 10 लगाई है. मैं 11 लगाऊंगी, देन ओनली इट विल कंटिन्यू टिल 11. Okay guys, so it's already 8:34, so let's do it tomorrow, the rest part. Okay guys, those who have queries, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Yes, Vanshita, I just forward the screenshot to you. Also fill the feedback form. Yes, Gurleen, you can unmute yourself. Thank you, Mehak. Thank you everyone.
मैंने व्हाट्सएप पे भी शेयर करा है, मेरा ये एरर आ रहा है दोनों केसेस में, कंटिन्यू में भी और ब्रेक में भी.
Okay, fine. Then we'll check and tell you to you later on. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Yes, you all can leave now. Yes, Twinkle, I am too.